everybody. Welcome to the video here for lesson number 7, working with complex numbers. So here we're just kind of using what we know about complex numbers to work with them a little bit, clean some stuff up, make it in A plus BI form, right? Use all the skills that you have already for multiplying and such at this point. So for this first one, we have x plus I squared. So x plus I squared is going to require us to multiply x times I times x times I. So it's going to give us x squared, xi, and I squared. So that first expression is going to become x squared plus 2xi plus I squared. And I know I can change I squared, and there's some things I can change here, but I'm going to leave it like that for now, because I'm going to subtract the same thing, but with a minus. What's that going to change? If I look the same structure, it's going to just have a negative sign in the middle. Notice I'm putting a parenthesis there because I'm subtracting the whole thing. So if I distribute that, the x squareds are going to cancel. Negative of a negative is a positive, so I'm going to get 4xi. I squared minus I squared is also going to cancel. So I'm going to have 0 plus 4xi is my final answer. That's in A plus BI form. 1 plus I squared. This you could totally type in a calculator. That's not the point of the homework, right? It's to see if you can actually do this stuff without the calculator, right? Do you know where all of this work comes from? So 1 times 1 is 1. We have i's, and we have I squared. So this is going to become 1 plus 2i plus I squared. I squared, remember, is a superhero. He's the sign changer. He changes the sign of whatever he's attached to and disappears. So if that happens, you're going to get 1 plus 2i minus 1, because that 1 is going to change to a negative 1, and then the I squared just goes away. The 1's cancel, so you're left with just 2i. 0 plus 2i if you put it in A plus BI. It then says use your previous answer to find I plus 1 to the 4th power. Well, if 2i is 1 plus I to the 2nd power, I can say 2i squared is equal to 1 plus I to the 4th power, because if I square 1 plus I squared, I get to the 4th power, which is what I want. So I can say 1 plus I to the 4th power is equal to 4i squared, which is negative 4. Well, if I use that same train of thought, if I have 1 plus I to the 8th, that's the same thing as me saying 1 plus I to the 4th squared. That's 1 plus I to the 8th. So that's the same thing as me just saying negative 4 squared, because I'm squaring the answer here. So 1 plus I to the 8th power is just positive 16. Again, if you put them in A plus BI form, you could just put the 0i in there for both of them. It didn't say it, but I'll do it anyway. Number 3, x minus I squared and x plus I squared. Again, use those boxes if you need them. If you don't need them and you could do this without them, you are awesome. So I have x squared, negative xi, negative xi, and positive I squared. So I have I squared minus 2xi plus I squared. And I'm multiplying that by x squared plus 2xi plus I squared. I know that because it's going to be the same exact setup, just with positives instead of negatives. Before I do this multiplication, however, I want to kind of simplify some stuff. That becomes minus 1. So then I probably want to set up some boxes here. So I'm just putting my boxes in here. So I have x to the 4th. I have 2x cubed I. I have negative x squared. I have negative 2x cubed I. Those cancel. I have negative 4x squared I. I have 2xi. I have a negative x squared. I have a negative 2xi. Those cancel. And I have a 1. Add up what you got. X to the fourth. I got negative 6x squared I. And I have plus 1. That's it. Can't do anything else. And I'm done. Hopefully this video helped. All right, homeworks have been kind of short and sweet here, so just keep that in mind. All right, and I will see you all tomorrow in class.